Hi, it is Monday, and every Monday I go live for a all levels yoga class. So I'm here with you, and wow, cool. And guess what? Today I have a treat. I have a special treat for you. For those of you who know that you're not going to stay for class, guess what? If you are a yoga practitioner and you want a little fancy trick that I just discovered on Sunday during my practice that I loved, I'm going to share that right now. And it'll probably just take a couple minutes, so just hang on and watch this cool little trick with this Activa Fit. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah. So this thing, I got this for my birthday. Pretty amazing. So my birthday was in September. But check it out. So what I was doing with this little tool before we start class, let me just share with you what I did. So I had this right underneath, right in the center or upper part of the mat. And as I came down into Chaturanga, I used it to slide myself through into up dog. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to show you that again. Pretty amazing. Pull it back just a little bit. So yeah, this round, hollow, movable, has multi-uses. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this again. So to high plank. During your practice, you can just have it right there with you on your mat. And then when you go into Chaturanga on an exhale, down, slide your whole body through. And then you're in this gorgeous, wide open heart up dog. Isn't that amazing? So just thought I'd share that with you. Woo! Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah. So, because this is live and you only had a couple minutes, there you go. Fun little trick. All right, but you're here watching the replay and you know that you want an hour class to retune, to align, to get your body centered and in a very helpful state for others, not just yourself, but with, I'm so sorry, I'm watching my dog. He's outside playing with a rope and he's hilarious. But back to this. Yeah. So multitasking, we constantly are pivoting ourselves in all these directions. And when we come to yoga, we are here single-pointed, practicing entrainment to our highest self. So that's what yoga is in a nutshell. So just take a moment. We'll ground down into our sit bones, whether you're sitting on your heels, sitting cross-legged, feeling this beautiful sigh of let that happen a couple times. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale. Nice. I'm going to take about 15 sounds like a good number, 15 breaths consecutively. So this helped my heels stay a little bit more open, blocking between my feet. Okay, so just drop your chin. Let the breath move up the spine on the inhale. And then down the spine on the exhale. 1. 2. 3. 4. Wow. How simple is that? Just letting the breath move you up the spine. Inhale. Immediately relaxing the body. Exhale. Inhale. Soft jaw, soft face. Sets the tone for your practice, sets the intention. 3 more. And what you think matters. So finding a single thought, possibly by focusing on the body. So feeling the breath move inside the nostrils, like in. Focus on your nostrils. Inhale. Third eye. And then exhale again. You're feeling the sense of air moving past the nostrils and outward. Good. And that again. Inhale, nose. Soft and light. That's it. Smiling at the top. Maybe putting the hand on top of the head. Let it go again. Exhale. Yeah. It's our job to break, I like saying this, to break the spell of negativity and to create your own magic spell of positivity. Okay, so you're in control of that. And it's an inside job. Wonderful. All right, that's plenty. Just open the eyes. We're continuing the breath, but with movement now. Inhale, scoop up the arms. Inside out with the palms and off to the right, off to the left. Yeah, and if you're just coming on board with this class, at the beginning, I showed an awesome tip on how to use this round that I have over on the side here for chaturanga to up dog. Really cool little discovery. So yeah, make sure you watch that tip at the beginning. Good. Come back to center. Hands behind the head. Open the knees a little bit, just creating a little bit more space. Already starting that yawn. Inhale, lift. Exhale, seat curve to the right. Good. It feels amazing to be on the mat. I love it. Inhale, come to center. Exhale to the other side. Good. Back to center. Open up the chest. Let those yawns come. Arch back. Belly lifts. Elbows pull back. Hold. Feel the length by pulling the hands onto either side of the head and lifting the head up and out. Chin slightly lifts. Good. Last breath. You're just holding. And then bring it forward. Exhale, chin onto your chest, elbows towards each other, a little bit of rock side to side. Yeah, Monday at noon. I'm here. Helping to remind you about your yoga practice and how good it makes you feel. Side bend again. Come up. Other side. Nice. And then release back to center, but I'm taking the block out and I'm turning to the side. You don't necessarily have to turn. I'm just turning so I can show you. You're going to interlace your fingers behind your back, open up the chest, and roll down, top of the head down. Into rabbit, modified rabbit with this shoulder stretch. Pound out the feet a little bit. Good. Oh, excellent. Woo! Just starting to open up that low back. This is actually a nice standalone posture. Standalone meaning you could just, if you're feeling stiff in your low back or shoulders, you can get both of those areas. From sitting at your desk, take a break, and this would be a great posture to do. And then right into child's pose. So if it feels like you're not ready with your hips and your heels, just lean on your arms a bit more. Absolutely fine. And then settle your hips back. Support your head with your hands. Nice way to really connect. Good. Yeah. Excellent. I'm going to turn this camera on. That's it. Big camera. I always like recording on the big camera too. Gives me a backup. Yeah. All right, so child's pose. So yeah, settling your hips back, supporting your head, rocking the head from side to side, massaging the forehead. Not to be in a rush, just letting that low back open up. And take another 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Great. And 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Then release the hands from the forehead. Bring the fingertips forward, settle into the hips. Just stretching the arms. And then turn the palms upward and hover the elbows up behind the ears. Great way to open the shoulders, stretching out the back simultaneously. Good. Drop the elbows, palms come up above you. Tap the elbows forward. Couple more breaths. Beautiful. Let the hands come down, come onto the elbows, move towards the front of the mat so you have all that space behind you. Spread the fingers wide, spread the hands out wide, sink into the elbows, tuck the toes under, and just hover the knees. Shoot the hips back, heart forward. Just playing with the rib cage, knitted in also, a little bit of rocking, and then side to side. Oh, yeah. Really good. Rocking the hips. And then walk the toes in and bring your hips high, sink down into the heels. Dolphin. Hips high, slightly bend the knees. Peek in between your hands even to open up the chest. In the breath fluid. You can drop the head. And then straighten one arm at a time. And you're coming right into your down dog. Spread the fingers out. Spread the shoulders out. Straighten out the arms. Straighten out the legs. Maybe there's a slight micro bend just because you're getting started. Finding some space in the hips as the femurs move back. You're tilting the whole upper body
down towards the earth. And then tippy toe, tippy toe, tippy toe. Down dog, and then Egyptian down dog. Turn your feet to the right. And you're behind the scenes with Taz Yoga. Just taking it easy on yourself if this is new to you. Definitely rest in child's pose. That first buildup of wrists and shoulders, that takes time. So if you need to take a break, you just drop your knees down and come into child's pose. Hold for another 2 breaths. Awesome. And then walk forward. 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step. Let your heart lift halfway out. Pull back in. And roll yourself up. Roll, roll, roll. I'm just going to roll. Wiggle around, bounce around, give it a little walkabout, and then we're really going to move into that Surya Namaskar. All right, which is salute to the sun. So good. Oh, this is nice too. Here, wrap up your arms, eagle arms. Circle out the arms. Getting it low and high. You see how it just works? Your mind says, hey, your body needs this. And then you listen. You let that just happen. So eagle arms, just opening the shoulders. Good. Inhale, bring it tall. Bend the knees. Exhale, drape it all the way down. And then rock side to side. Heavy, heavy in the arms. Relax the head. Roll yourself back up. Good. Shake it out. Maybe there's some sounds. That's it. That's it. And now we have the other side. Left elbow. Bring it underneath. Give it that same circle bow. I'm already starting to feel a little bit more connection to myself, you know? How feeling good in your own skin. Not that I wasn't, but this is just a more. You know, just more comfort, more clarity, more alignment. Make sure you go both ways. And you know, your own timing, your own tempo. Close your eyes even and feel your body. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Big breath. And then let it go. Exhale. And rock. Just swinging like an elephant's trunk. Shaking out the head. Beautiful. There's always more. Left hand stays down. Right arm comes high. If the floor seems far away, just add a block or widen the feet. Right arm lifts. Right arm around the back. And keep turning. I like playing with the neck in these postures, in these twists. Tend to drop the chin a little bit. Feel that right shoulder open up more. Chin forward, head comes back up. And then just switch. Inhale, right arm high, over the ear, down to the midsection. Right in between your feet, underneath the shoulder. Left arm comes up. Left arm around the back. Look over that left shoulder. Sink into the feet. Turn the lower belly. Play with that neck again. If you did on the other side, chin comes down. Chin halfway. Chin turns. You know it's working when you start yawning. Nice adjustment too. Left hand comes down over the ear. all the way down. Beautiful. Turn to the front of the mat. And as promised, straight back, high to low push-up. High plank. Hold for a couple breaths actually. Awesome. And knees or straight legs. Chaturanga. Exhale. To up dog. And down dog. Great. Hold. One. We'll hold for 5. 2. Even if you weren't to do the whole class and you just were practicing for 2 minutes, down dog is that go-to. Just pop yourself into down dog and hold it for 5 to 8 breaths, and you've done some yoga for the day. Last one. Awesome. And big step up this time. I'm going to use my left leg. Step up, left leg. Step up, right leg. Hands can come up towards your shins, halfway lift. In fact, we'll do that a couple times. Exhale, pull back in. Inhale. Belly in, ribs inch. In and chest reaching outward. Exhale, pull back in. You can even use the hands around the calves. And just a couple more, your own rhythm, please, your own timing. I'm feeling it in my body perfectly. Sometimes the exhale through the mouth feels amazing. Not to take ourselves too seriously, I tell you. Let it go, let it go. Bend the knees, wrap the hands around the calves and just see what it feels like in the low back. It's like a child's pose, draping your whole upper body over the legs. If you need your feet a little wider, which I think I do, just gonna do that. Letting that drape over, shake out the head. Sink into the feet and alternate the feet. Excellent. Hands on the waist. Inhale. Use those legs. Come on up. Exhale at the top. Awesome. Nice. Go ahead and sit low into your chair. Fingertips right into the hip creases. And as you pull the hip creases back, sit a little lower. Fire up the legs. Shoot the arms forward. Good. Take a breath. Exhale, shoot the hands behind you. Go a little lower and lift up the arms. Good. And then we'll repeat that a few times. Checking in with the power of the feet as you push down. Inhale, reaching forward, lift a little bit. Exhale, drop low. Torso comes a little bit more parallel to the earth. Interlace the fingers, drop the chin and lift. Use that exhale. It's so powerful. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it back. Use those legs. It's almost like I'm in slow motion, but you're more than welcome to go a little faster. I like the slow motion. Talk about a quick way to heat up the legs. Whew. Who's with me? Monday Live. You just tuned in. Try it. Check it out. Last one. Legs are burning. And exhale. Pause, 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 sit, pull back. Arms are opening, shoulders are opening, neck is long. And now straighten the legs. Oh, yeah. It's like I'm releasing all of my tension, all of my stress, all of that angst from outside. Not only for me, I keep saying this, it's not just for you, it's for everybody. It's like a collective tension, a collective anxiety. So when you do your practice, you're helping the entire planet heal. I can't take myself too seriously, but yeah, it's kind of like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Again, those little bit of pulses help the body get back in to that suction, that mula. It may take a couple tilt to the pelvic bowl, may take a couple pulses of the hips back, ribs in, and then you'll find it and be so much more powerful for your chaturanga. Exhale, inhale, slide through up dog. Doesn't have to look like mine. You can always put the knees down. Okay, knees are fine in your chaturanga. Take a breath. Right hand, left ankle, peek underneath. Say hello to the ceiling. Like when you get to this sweet, quiet spot, it's like, wow, especially after that active chair, you go, wow, this is sweet. Good. Release that right hand. Still warming up. Release that left foot. Do a little tiger curl on opposites. If it works for you, if not, just hold, rest, relax, whatever you need. Just doing some fancy stuff. Love that side. Other side's not quite as solid. That's why sometimes I hold a little bit more time on that other side. So we'll do that. Just take a little pause, a little regroup. Surrender, get rid of the tension in the low back. Soften, double fists underneath the head. Excellent. And one deep sigh, let the breath come in through the nostrils. Remember that sensation we did at the beginning, that sensing of the air moving past the nostrils. Feel that. And then the wide open exhale, mouth. So good. Seal the lips. Back in through the nose. Out through the nose. All right, so then we'll do the other side. Knees together, pause with the fingers spread wide. You're coming back into down dog. Tuck the toes. A little bit of micro bend in the elbows. And then up you go. Good. So my back will be towards you, but this left hand towards that right side. Peek underneath. Excellent. Let that left arm come off to the left. Stabilize that left foot so that the right foot can come up. Did a little couple. Pulling elbow to knee. Yeah, it's just like that suction in of the navel right in. This is what stabilizes that midsection. Left side's a little challenging for me. I have had really bad injuries on the ankle. So you wouldn't think that it would be an ankle that's hindering this posture, but it is. It's an ankle. That's why we do yoga, to balance these asymmetries, these, irregularities, and hopefully create a little bit more balance in the body with the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. Takes focus, eyes are still. I'm going to go back into it. More than happy to take a break when you need it. This is my practice. You're along for the ride. Shoulder, left shoulder, heart, kick. Oh, that's it, little pops. So this hand needs some love, so you give it love, When you feel something that's kind of achy, you want to give it some attention. That healing hand, my other hand onto that wrist, helps it. So why is this wrist hurting more than the other wrist? Because again, I can't put a lot of pressure into that ankle. The ankle's not as strong. So guess what? This whole hand is taking a little bit more of the, So that's what happens. So you have to know good pain versus bad pain. And if something's not feeling right, it's not right. So you come off, you rest, you give it love, you give it healing. That's why each practice is unique for you. This is my practice, right? So I'm hopefully inspiring you to create your own timing, your own holds, all of that. Because that's what yoga is about. Getting into your inner world, inner light, inner guru. Wake it up, inner seeing. All right, so cat-cow will feel amazing after that. Do a little cat-cow, rounding the back. Oh, just goes, thank you, body. Thank you so much for loving me and doing a nice, simple, easy cat-cow. Because all you're doing is dropping everything down, belly, heart, and then as you round, you're lifting that back body straight up. A couple more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Feels so wonderful. Being able to close your eyes and just feel navel up into the spine. You feel your arms pressing down into the mat, your chin into your chest. Even go a little bit more push. And now let it drop the opposite way. So as you drop, you little micro bend in the arms. Keep the heart moving forward, possibly looking up, and then push a little bit deeper into the hands. Even the chin. And then again, last one. We'll just do one more. A little rock gently right and left into the weight, into the hands. A little pressure into the knees. A little round and push back. And then the navel drops again. Sit bones move back. Heart moves forward. Good. All right. Awesome. Tuck the toes under. Feels like this sleepy yoga zen place. I just love it. Back to down dog. Bring the toes together. Take that right leg and bring it straight back. Ideally, if you could just stretch that straight right leg all the way up. Yeah, I barely missed the wall. That's good. And then hold, hips nice and square. That's it. Right hips dropping. Lead through the toe mound, and not to turn the toes out. I mean, that's a whole different experience. Toes drop down. Watch that kneecap on the left, really strong pedestal of the left leg. Right hips dropping, and sink a little bit more into the hands. There it is. Back of the left knee right now for me, and left hamstring. Right leg can go a little higher. Spread the shoulders, let the head drop down. Yeah, do you feel like a nice lunge? I do. So bend that right knee, bring it all the way up to the chin. I'm gonna just hold tiger curl for a moment. Shake it out. Right and left elbow. And then plant that foot. Drop the back knee, extra support, extra padding on that back knee. Right hand comes up, left hand comes up. Right hip pulls back. Settle into the hips. Really good. That's it. You can feel when you find it. And I'm like, that's it. And then the arms can come up. Lower belly's lifting, right hip creases back, top of the back foot. Hands behind the head, support the head. Continue with the shoulder theme. I think that will be nice. Chin slightly drops down, bring the hands behind you. Support the back, elbows towards each other. Fingertips up if you can. And then interlace the fingers and push. Elbows again, pull towards each other. Fists drop down, heart is lifting. We'll hold for 5. See if that works for you. If not, come out and rest. And you don't have to look up. You can look forward. Nice. Gently release the hands. Left hand comes to the inside. Wow, this is a great place for a block. You can put a block on your underneath that left hand. Turn into the right shoulder. Right looking up. Right arm comes high. We did a twist earlier. Remember that when we were standing wide in Pasarita? Right hand comes down, straighten the front leg. Again, option for you blocks on either side of that front foot for half monkey pose. Take a length, take a heart reaching outward, and then melt forward. So there's pressure down the left knee, down into the mat. And I'm going to point and flex and point and flex that front foot. Also, one more option here. Heart lifts and then heart rounds in. Again, inhale. Wow, I'm feeling just amazing. I hope you are too. It feels so good. Not to push too hard, but just to find that sweet spot where you can breathe naturally in for 4 counts and then out for 4 counts. Okay, plenty on that side. Let's bend into the low lunge, straighten the back leg, and always those options. Down dog to child's pose, high plank to chaturanga, and up dog. Okay, you're at your house, you're watching this, you do what you want, do what your body wants. And that's how you inspire yourself and create the discipline to do your own practice, you know? You don't need me. I'm just here to give you some suggestions. High plank, chaturanga, slide through. We haven't really stayed in this up dog. Let's give that some movement over one shoulder. Back to center, and then the other shoulder. So good. And then again, I'm just going to bend my knees and move through tabletop to come to down dog. Center the toes together. Slide straight leg, that left leg straight up. Right kneecap. Find that active. Find that active right hamstring. You can even check your hands to see if your fingers are spread wide. Left hips dropping. And then kick up. Lifting that left leg. Remember the ribs, you're not jutting them out. They're in and lengthened. I know, a lot to think about, but you just circulate your awareness throughout your body. So your hands, maybe a moment. Check in with the neck. Check in with that right hamstring. Check in with that left leg. Check in with the ribs. It's what keeps the yoga dynamic and interesting and you engaged. Otherwise, it would be boring, wouldn't it? You want it not to be boring. Love it. Just love it. All right, knee to chin. Bringing it forward. Just those beautiful transitions. Oh, I just love them. See how that knee just flows and you can find the beauty in that? Wow. And bringing it all the way up and then hover right and left. Again, you can do this kind of work not in plank. You can do it in tabletop too. Put down that right knee if you're building your core strength. Okay, plant this foot. If you can use your belly, your core strength, plant. Awesome. Take an opportunity to fold this mat over. That right knee can come right onto that. Left hand onto that left leg. So powerful. Right hand onto that left knee. Finding some length, distance between the right knee and the heel on the left. Shoot up the arms. Keep your eyes, your gaze right off of your nose. Infinity. It's like this infinity point. Lift, lift, lift. Up you go. Hands behind the head. It's just giving that neck some length. Shoulders dropping wide and broad. Different sensation, different side. I have to work a little bit more to find that front of the right hip on this side. Good. Chin comes down. Shoot the hands behind you. So your elbows just like chaturanga arms, you see that? And then the palms on the low back. Suction in the low belly. Trying not to dump too much forward. And it might need to come in to this foot to do that. Remember I talk about my left side not as strong as my right. So I have to fire this up intentionally. It's not automatic. Low belly. Heart lifts. Find that lift. We stayed quite a bit here. Because we're on the second side. Interlace the hands. Elbows towards each other. Fists shoot down. Hold, hold. Remember, you can bring your chin down. You can bring your chin up. Takes focus, single point, monotasking. Except I'm multitasking because I'm talking to you. Wow. Arm shoot high. Good. Gently release, hands to the waist. Oh, actually, right hand. It's part of the process, remembering your sequence. Right hand comes to a block or the floor. Check in with your hips. See where your power is. Front foot, back knee. Turn into the left shoulder. Right hand needs to move, for me, needs to move out to the side a little bit. Feels much better, creating some space. Now you have your twist. That's it. I really do. Hand comes down, head comes down, and half monkey pose. See how slow I move? This is like mindful meditation. No need to rush. Left hamstring, hamstring, blocks here if you need them, and then melt over. And I say this all the time. If you're watching and you're just watching, that's great. Just breathe with me. Use your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Also, if you're a yoga teacher, observing the way that I sequence, the way that I time it, some of my cues, natural, but finding your own voice as a yoga teacher too. That's what creates the interest. Your own self coming through, your transparency, your vulnerabilities. People want that. They want to see you teaching from your heart. And hopefully I do that. And you could point and flex. And also inhale, lengthen. Exhale to round, which I love. Last one, inhale. Exhale to round. Great. I think that was plenty. Bend into that front leg. Straighten up that right leg. High plank. Down dog, child's pose. Chaturanga. For me, it's this little pulse. Hips back. I just really adore keeping my mula very strong in my high plank. I find it that way. I'm in high plank, heart is forward. I'm just holding on, letting that build up, that heat build up. You can even rotate toes, you can rotate hips. And then just 5 push-ups, and I need to put my knees down to really practice this in alignment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lost my breath on that one. I'm going to do 1 more. 2 more. Come to your belly. Take a moment just to rest. Let your whole body rest on the mat with a big sigh. Inhale, nose. Still on your belly. Exhale out through your mouth. Good. Again. Inhale. Let it out. Exhale. Good. Turn your head the other way. Inhale, nose. Let it out through the mouth. Good. All right. So yeah, let's do a nice little sequence on our belly. This will be fun. So hopefully you're a little bit warm from whatever activity you did, from all of that action. And take the toes together, the hands right underneath the shoulders. Drape the navel forward and just hover the hands. Good. Toes are pressing in, activate the inner thighs, pelvic bowl. You can feel the heaviness in that midsection, and then hover the toes. Chin is slightly forward, broad shoulders, not jamming your elbows towards you too much, but just a little bit of space as you pull your elbows back and your chest forward. Good. And let it go. Turn the head to one side, arms down by your sides, toes moving inward, heels outward. Take a breath, inhale. Let it go, exhale. Wow. Again, calming your heart. Inhale. Let it go, exhale. Catching your breath, because that was a lot, especially if you did this full lift. But guess what? You get another chance. Turn your head to the other side first. Again, 2 more breaths. Inhale, nose. Let it out through the mouth. Good. And then again, last inhale, nose, full cycle of breath. Let it out. Good. All right, so same thing. I'm just rocking my hips a little bit, which feels awesome. In fact. And then hands underneath the shoulders. Drape the navel forward. All this space through that side body. Notice the toes, the heels slightly touch, toes slightly touch. Squeeze inward. Suction in. Back to that pull with the arms is so powerful because it creates a nice suction inward as your mula pulls in and up. Lift the toes, lift the arms, and just hover. Broad shoulders. Again, we're going to hold for 5. Try not to grip too much on the glutes, but it's more inner work right through that inner shushuma as you lift it up. Shaking's good. Oh, you guys. Shaking is amazing. It means that it's just waking up different lines. Relax, let it go. Oh yeah, it's waking you up. This time, windshield wipers. Feet can bend, knees can bend, feet to one side, to the other side. I love the spiraling of my ankles. Making that up. I think I hear the kitty cat coming. Little doggy cat door. Keep just rocking, feet right and left. Yeah, no rush. Okay, hands back underneath the shoulders. This time, as you adjust in fact, let's do this. Bend your knees and then adjust your knees by just lifting them up. A couple times, tap, tap, tap. Just the belly forward. Grab the ankles. And there's a little rocking, continuing to align yourself the way you like. Inhale, exhale to lift. Into bow. Explore, experiment, that's what I do. Feeling it more in when I rock, I can feel it inside that side body a little bit, back to center. And let it go. This time, hands underneath your shoulders, tuck the toes, press up, knees are fine, move through tabletop, come to your elbows, so keep your hips over your knees. You're not going to squeeze back quite yet. We'll go into puppy pose. Walk the hands forward. Drop the forehead down. Gosh, all of class nice and low today on the mat. And class can be your own version too. You don't need to do the entire hour class. You can just do little snips of your practice. What do you want to work on? We're twisting. Right arm underneath the left arm up and around the back. Give it that nice twist. Space in the low belly. Unwind, left arm comes out. Use it for support. Twisted puppy pose. Unwind, unwind. Walk the hands forward again. Fingertips walking, head drops. Left arm, thread the needle, come underneath. Bend into that right elbow. Right arm can come up and around the back. You can see the version from the back side. It's okay if this hand doesn't make it, you could just rest it on your hip. Or you can even keep it on the earth. Good. Arm comes out. Gently release. Unwind, and soothe your body. So let's try a barrel roll. We're just going to go around. Right rib cage, left rib cage. Belly drops. Continue that circle. You can go slow. Chin could even come in towards your chest. Then switch directions. Okay, rounding up, dropping down. Good. Amazing. All right, just to keep it simple, we're going to just take the knees to one side, swoop the legs off to the front of the mat, and play with the sit bone as you walk all the way to the back of the mat. You can feel this beautiful power through this lower chakras, lower vertebrae, right into the belly, and then walk forward. Stay tall. You can keep that lifted. Good. Once you're there, tap back just slightly. Good. And I have a beautiful reverse plank that I want to do, but first we're going to do reverse tabletop. So explore that to start. Okay. So you're bending your knees, fingertips towards your hips, suction in that navel that I was just talking about, elbows pull back and broaden the chest. And exhale. Oh yeah. Pause maybe a little bit of hover. So the reason why I do this is I can tell sometimes that the hips just need a little more hammock-like swing. So you see how this lets this freedom happen a little bit more, because it's almost like you have these 4 points that free up this midsection. So let that seem like it's heavy first, and then once you've connected those hip creases back, then come up. You know what I'm talking about? Those natural curves in the spine. You want to keep them. Good. Nice. Awesome. I can feel it. Just takes this gradual alignment. So now the hips feel like they're more in symmetry, so that reverse plank will feel amazing. Tap the hips back again. First, we're doing forward fold. Beautiful mula. That means that suction inward, navel in, find the length through the spine. Gently walk the hands forward, soften into the back. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands behind you. Fingertips towards your hips. Bend the elbows slightly. Take a breath and reverse plank. So maybe it's just a little bit left. Eventually comes, and it comes. Nice. Come back down. Inhale, bring your arms high. I love it. Almost finished, you guys. Exhale, forward fold. Leading through the chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands behind you. New breath. Inhale, reverse plank. Exhale. Last breath. Good. Gently down. Inhale to scoop it up. Exhale to forward fold. I like the length through that upper body. Tend to go really beautifully, slowly, just to be aware of how heavy the hips can be and how upright and long that upper body can be. Instead of that round, that rounding, oh, let's get there. No, it's just this beautiful space. Good. Crisscross the hands on either side. Exhale, round into the back. So you're holding on. See if you can enjoy that stretch in your neck and your shoulders. Inhale, come back up to center. Bottom hand comes out. Take a breath. Exhale. Again, same thing. Feel your chin drop. Feel your shoulders rolling forward. Such a sweet way to surrender into your Shavasana, because we'll be rolling down. Release the arms. Find yourself lifted, just so that you can contrast that exhale to roll down. Heels on the mat. Find that power in the upper body, hover the heels. Exhale, let it go. Whew. Let it go. Letting your feet stretch out. Make sure you have all of your mat. And any last posture that you need. So possibly bending the knees, bringing them up to your chest. Circle out the low back. Take a couple deep sighs. Alternate the knees, right and left. That's it. Yeah, any last posture? Maybe there's happy baby, Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, a twist, gently dropping the knees to one side. Whatever feels right for you. Good. A little pounding on the back. That works nicely for me. And that pelvic bowl just rotating and tilting. Just like this bowl is just like back and forth. Back and forth. Back of the neck. Long neck. Good. All right, now you're ready. Hopefully, take your time now if you're in a posture. Just take your time. Do what you need to do for your body. And then set yourself up for full relaxation posture. Supporting the knees, the hamstrings, the ankles, whatever works for you. You know, we all have these self-care tricks. Keeping that special, something for you specifically. Making it yours. Yeah. And just rest. Rest your whole body. Know that your body is laying on the floor. Say to yourself, my body is laying on the floor. My whole body is laying on the floor. Feel your face, jaw, jello, soft, relaxed. Trust in this moment to be perfect, just as it is. Blanket of love, blanket of support, a blanket of healing over your entire body. Receptive to higher thought, receptive to all your angels and your guides who are here with you, wanting to support you, wanting to help you. And the missing piece, if there is a missing piece, would be your own openness, your own receptivity to that higher thought. So let that peace, knowing that it's in your hands, the healing is in your hands, and to open your hands wide to receive all of that love, all of that support, that blanket of healing covering you completely now. Mm-hmm. So stay as long as you like in your Shavasana, your corpse pose. And when you're ready to move or come to, you just rub your fingers on your thumb, Possibly rock the toes, wiggle the toes. Deepen the breath, yawn. Mudra, maybe the thumb and the index finger and the middle finger and the ring finger and the pinky finger touch. And then one knee up towards your chest. Other knee comes up towards your chest. Feel the heaviness in the back, your whole back connected to the mat. And then rock side to side. See which side you want to rock towards and roll to that side. Fully supported by the floor. And then that top hand, use that top hand to help kind of just push the floor away as you lift up. You find yourself coming into a meditative posture. Your chin is on your chest. Last thing, to unwind your chin coming up. Yeah. Amazing. Deep breath in and let it go. Back in through the nose, hands to your heart. Namaste. Wow. Thank you for taking class, for trying something new, for becoming aware of your inner world to transform our outer world. That's what happens. The mirror changes when we change. That sweet knowing, of self. And that love of self translates, and that's what we'll see, outside of ourselves. It's crazy how it works that way, but just test it out. You'll see. Namaste. Great. See you next time. All right. Thanks for watching. If you watched the replay, love it. See you next week. Bye, guys.